here we still seems kind of dark. All right. Get this notifications up. Jakira Jones, what's up? First, you are first. Let me post on IG real quick about the live. Star C, what's up? It's good enough. All right, just give me 1 second. I'm just gonna post the link. On my YouTube or on my Instagram real quick. How are y'all doing? Y'all came in quick. All right, let me get the gift, the link in my bio gift. Link in bio. And now I gotta actually put the link in bio. What's up? Okay. Copy this link. Get it in my notes. And I hope that is the right link. All right, that is all done. What's up, everybody? Oh, I think I paused the live. Inez, what's up? How are y'all doing on this fine Sunday? Hope everybody is doing well. See if some more people pop in, but if nobody does, guess what? Y'all are here. Let's get this good lighting. Just wanted to come on and do the September stream because we said we're going to do it once a month. Got me some cuticle oil right here. Y'all forgive me if my eyes are low. I am a little bit tired. I just got back from a trip this morning. And y'all, it was the craziest trip of my entire life. In 7 years, the craziest trip I have had to date by far. Like, I know y'all wouldn't even begin to guess. Jessica, what's up, girl? How are you? What are you doing this fine Sunday? What's up, Frank? How is everybody doing this Sunday? What are y'all doing? It's Sunday, right? What are y'all doing on this lovely Sunday in September? The last Sunday of September. It's about to be October. It's about to be fall. It's about to be cold. It was like 55 degrees this morning here. And I think I need to start bringing my jacket. Because y'all, I do not like to be cold. My mom put me on to cuticle oil like a week ago. I don't know if y'all saw the last video. I had me some long grabbers on. Some big old long nails, which I kind of liked. I kind of like the look of them, TBH. Some grabbers, some coffin nails. And I kind of liked them. So I'm going to get some more next month. I'm so excited. But it's not going to be a normal thing. I can't be doing that all the time. Jessica, what happened on my trip? Girl, you will never, ever, ever guess. Guess. Just guess one thing that might have happened, the craziest thing you can think of, and then I'll tell you. I'm going to wait a minute, and then I'll tell you. Or I might just tell you right now. But, and as same here in Georgia, yeah, it's getting cold. It is getting chilly outside. I've been online all day looking at new clothes. I want to get myself some new clothes. I got 2 shopping carts full of clothes. I'm going to get some new shoes. Saw that paycheck coming in on the 1st, and now I'm going crazy, so I need to calm down. Star C, Star C, you're about to cook for the week. Late start. That's all right. Is it a late start or is it an early start? Because it is Sunday, so you could say it's the beginning of the week. Where did I go? I was supposed to go to New Orleans. Well, I went to New Orleans this month, but on this crazy trip, I was supposed to go to New Orleans, but we ended up being 8 hours delayed a little bit because of weather, but also a lot because of what happened. And it was absolutely insane. But we ended up going to Denver, and I had a long Denver layover. So that is what ended up happening. It was a 3-day trip. I went to Denver, and I went to Orange County. What are you about to cook, Star? Checking for non-rev this Tuesday. Frank, where are you going? Nikki, what's up? Happy Sunday. You should be able to non-rev good on a Tuesday. But don't we always say that, and then it'll be full on a Tuesday? Where is everybody going? I just want to know where everybody is going. Y'all, I got on a 5 a.m. American Airlines flight to Charlotte this morning, and it was, it still had some seats. Luckily I got on, but I was just thinking to myself, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. Like, where are y'all going? Did someone try to attack people? No fighting. I wish somebody would. We would never have a fight on my flight. I would literally do just like that. We're not going to do that. Yes, we sure did. We had to kick someone off the plane. We sure did. Yup. I'm about to just tell y'all. It was so crazy. So, first of all, thank you all for being here. Y'all are the first people here in the live stream, and I really appreciate y'all coming through. I love our live streams, and we're going to just do them once a month, so it's going to be lit. Thank you to everybody who watched the last video. If you haven't seen it, I posted that like a week ago, did a little biking, and it was really cute and really pretty or whatever. So if you haven't seen that, go watch it. Okay, now let's get to the tea. So I'm going to try to be as classy as possible explaining this. So, start from the beginning. Woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning to non-rev to Newark to go work this 3-day trip, right? 4 a.m., get up, go to the airport, boom, everything's cool. I get to Newark around, 9? And my check-in was at like 11:30. So I'm doing great on time. I chill in the crew room. I charge my phone, blah, 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 whatever. Then, y'all about to spill the tea. Hey, Jet Set Joe. Possibly to Connecticut to visit my brothers. Okay, Frank. Well, I'm sure you'll get there. Go to check-in, and the flight's delayed 3 hours. So that was excellent. Don't forget, I woke up at 4 a.m., so that was great. So sit there at the gate, 3 hours delayed. We switched to a bigger aircraft, so now I'm like out of my comfort zone because we're on a 767 and I really don't like to work that plane, but it's all good. So I am working first class galley. And hey Shantina, I'm working first class galley. Everything is great, and we're sitting there and we get delayed again because of air traffic control. So at this point the passengers kind of start getting up. Everybody always has to use the bathroom every 5 minutes when they're on the plane. So we're sitting there on the tarmac, and I'm up in the first class galley doing whatever, piddling around because there's nothing to do. D is in the house, reporting live from Denver. D, I was just in Denver. I'm about to explain the story because I wasn't supposed to go to Denver. D, how's it going? Tell us how it's going in the friendly skies. Y'all, D is here. The party is now officially beginning. So one of my crew members come up to me and she's like, so there's poop in the galley. Poop! Doo-doo. Okay? Doo-doo. I'm going to go ahead and put... Why isn't my keyboard working? I was going to put some doo-doo emojis in the chat. Doo-doo in the galley on the floor. If anyone has a sensitive stomach, if anyone is triggered, now is your time to exit. I'm going to give you a couple seconds because this story, like I said, is the craziest thing that has ever happened to me in 7 years of flying. Y'all ready? Okay, good. So I was like, what? I was like, excuse me? She's like, girl, there's doo-doo in the galley. I go in the galley, mid-galley, look on the floor. I took a deep breath, braced myself, walk over there, and there's it's smeared on the floor, right? In the galley, on the plane. And I'm thinking, okay, it's gotta be an animal, right? Like a dog or something got loose. Somebody's dog got loose and it had an accident on the floor. Okay, cool, whatever. Everything is fine. So I put on my cape, right? I put on my cape. I put on my gloves. I get some paper towels, some wipes, and me and one of the other guys cleaned it up. Cleaned it up off the floor, right? Not in my job description, right? Little do we know what actually was about to occur. Y'all aren't going to believe this. Hey, Jenny Lowe. Yes, Razzle Dazzle. Oh my God, not a medical. I hate medicals. That is so stressful. Yes, doo-doo. Yes. Hey, JC. Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep it as non-graphic as possible. So there's someone in the bathroom. I'm like, okay, whatever. I go back to get some more paper towels to clean up the last bit of it. I come back. There's a person standing in the galley. My crew member is standing in the galley. I get there. This person, bloop, bloop, right in front of us. Literally on the galley again, right in front of us. It happened. It fell out of this person's clothing onto the floor. Onto the floor in front of us. I'm in shock, okay? I'm in shock. I can't believe this is happening. This just happened in front of my eyes, a grown adult, right? So I'm like, okay, what's going on? So I look at this person. I'm like, are you good? Because I'm assuming they've got to be sick. They got to have taken, some medication. Something is wrong here, right? So I tighten up my cape again. I got my cape on already. I tighten it. I tighten in another knot, right? I got my cape on. Me and all my crew members, we're in shock. We're staying there. We're like, what is going on? I'm like, don't worry, everybody. I've got it. Y'all, I put on another pair of gloves. Okay, my other crew member, she's right there. She's got a trash bag. Tell me why I picked it up off the floor. Tell me why I picked it up off the floor. Me. And I have talked so much, in my spare time, oh, I would never do that. I would never clean up a mess like that. Because this, crazy stuff like this happens on flights to other people, not to me. But I have talked so much about how I would never, ever, ever deal with it. Right? So, but I did. I put on my cape. And I took care of it. I was like, don't worry, everybody. Okay, I'll handle it. Okay, I'll get it. So I picked it up, put it in the trash bag, and I'm talking to this person. I don't even want to say whether they were male or female. I don't want to say anything, any kind of description about this person, but they were grown. They were very, very grown. They were about twice my age. I will say that. And come to find out, this person was intoxicated. So intoxicated that they pooped on the floor in the galley. Emergency landing. Oh, I'm getting there. Don't worry. Yes, meatballs. D, I'm sorry about your meatballs. Don't think about it. Don't even think about it. So, yeah, person was intoxicated. They weren't irate. They weren't, trying to beat people up. They were just, doing that. So, we're still on the ground. It had started raining at this point. And it was lightning, so we couldn't take off. So luckily this happened while we were on the ground, but we had to go back to the gate. We had to get the hazmat people. They had to come on. Not only did this person do that all over the plane, they did it all in the bathroom, and they smeared it everywhere in the bathroom. They destroyed the bathroom because they wanted to get drunk. So that's how the beginning of my trip went. Never ever thought that I would ever deal with something like that. I've had medical emergencies, people needing oxygen. I've had a situation where somebody, went to the bathroom on themselves on the plane, but they were sick, they were sick. They weren't just so intoxicated that they couldn't control themselves. So yeah, that happened. Yes, JC. Yes. Smeared it. I don't know what they were drinking, D. I don't know what they were drinking. I think that they had just got back from an international trip. This person was traveling alone. And they were just wilding. Like, they must have just continued drinking in the airport. This person didn't know where they were. They didn't know where their seat was. They could barely tell me their name, but I'll never forget their name. Never forget their name. And I'll never forget the sight of what landed on the galley and did a little bounce and roll. I will never forget that. And this is the kind of story that I will definitely tell my grandkids one day, because I don't think anything this crazy will ever happen again. I mean, that is just wild. I don't want to, tempt fate. Yeah, so that's how my trip went. So we were so delayed that we didn't get to go to New Orleans, which I was looking forward to because I love New Orleans, but we ended up going to Denver, and that was cool too. Damn, that sounds wild, but you handled it well. Good for you. Yeah, oh, thank you. Yeah, I can't believe, like, I was so kind and just so kind to this person, even though they really just did that. I mean, that's just the definition of trifling. Okay, let's be clear. Very trifling. And I just can't believe it. Okay, gate us now. Period. Jakira Jones. Yes. Yeah, literally once that happened, I literally looked at the lead. I was like, we need to go back to the gate right now. This person cannot be on this airplane anymore. I'm not going to deal with it. I'm not having it. Like, if you want me to put on my gloves and deal with it, I'll do that. But this person has got to go right now. So yeah, they had to go. And I'm so glad that we went back to the gate, and they had to, the paramedics came and had to get them off the plane. Y'all, it was a mess. It was an absolute mess. And, this person didn't appear intoxicated at all. Like, until we actually talked to them and were asking them questions, and they were just like, totally spacey and didn't even know where they were. Like, you couldn't tell that they were intoxicated. They weren't, I mean, they were stumbling, all over the place, but until I seen them walking around, I couldn't really tell. But if you ever see somebody on the plane who's drunk or anything, please say something to somebody, because they can ruin. They ruined everybody's day. Everybody on that plane had somewhere to be and has shit to do, and we're delayed because of just foolishness. So it was crazy. And on that note, I'm here cooking salmon, steamed veggies, and pasta. Yes, steamed veggies. Yes, cooking. I just had some leftovers today, y'all. I'm so tired. Yeah, it was crazy. Have you duct tape? Have I duct taped packs? No, I don't carry duct tape in my bag. No, I don't duct tape people. Haven't had to duct tape anyone, but I think I would rather do what I did than have to duct tape somebody. But we're not gonna have violence on any of my flights. I don't play that. We're not gonna do that. But yes, Shantina is very, very trifling. What did the pilots say? The pilots were so frustrated, like between the delay and that happening, and you know, they did a good job making announcements. You know, sometimes they like to just hide up in the flight deck and, you know, pretend that nothing's happening and just force us to deal with everything on our own. But they actually made announcements. They kept everybody in the loop. So they did a good job. But yeah, everybody was pretty mad. So yeah, that's how the beginning of my trip went. What is everybody doing on this fine Sunday? We got people cooking. Y'all aren't the only ones cooking. But what are y'all doing at 8:22 on a Sunday? I put someone off the plane for intoxication in my first 6 months of flying. It's the worst. Absolutely, yeah. I don't like that. That's why I like to work the aisle position, because I really like to be out in the aisle, checking people out and just, seeing what's going on, feeling the vibe. Because if I spot anything, we're gonna have to deal with it. Because unless it's like a life-threatening situation, once you're up in the air, usually the pilots won't want to land. So I do fear that if we had gotten up in the air, that would have happened probably like an hour and a half into like a 4-hour flight. And I just know in my heart that they wouldn't have wanted to land or divert for that. And we would have just had to deal with just a complete mess. Like, that would have been a nightmare to deal with. Sarah Nelson. That name sounds familiar. Who was that? Let me Google. Who is that? Sarah Nelson. That sounds familiar. Oh, the leader of the union? No comment. No comment. No comment. That's what I think about the union and about the AFA and how they care about us. I have no comment. But I will say, it's better to have a union than to not. So I will say that, but no comment. Oh, Jenny, you're just left Newark. You're on a flight. Okay. Isis Difo. I know I said your name wrong. You're watching me. LOL. I guess that's what you are doing. Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate you watching me on your fine Sunday. Star C, you must be on the West Coast. 5:23. Inez, you just finished cooking, getting ready for the week. I feel that. I'm doing laundry. I need to put my clothes in the dryer. Getting ready to go on another trip in a couple of days. So, yeah, I got home at like 7 o'clock this morning. And then I slept for like 6 hours. So, I am surviving. Just came back from a staycay. Where'd you go? Isis. Okay, Isis. Okay, cool. Just came back from a staycay. Where'd you go on a staycay? I just watched this video of these vloggers I watch, and they stayed in like this like dome type house, this clear dome type thing in South Carolina. Y'all, I'm gonna have to book that. Cute little vacay. Like, that sounds cute. A little glass dome house. They had like this cute like outdoor shower. They had It was like in the mountains, kind of. It was just like my kind of vibe. It was cute and it was close. So I'm about to look that up. They stay in a tiny house. I kind of want to stay in another tiny house again. One of these days. You're chilling in your hotel room, D. Slam click for life. I feel you. Slam click for. Oh, you said slam click life tonight. Okay. I feel you. I say slam click for life, but yeah, definitely slam clicking tonight. I will say when I went to Denver, I did not slam click. I actually went out, walked around, got some Japanese curry. So that was like super good. I've never tried it before, but it was like really good. Got some sushi. Went to a bike shop. Hey, Isis, future flight attendant in the building. That's what's up. Name it and claim it. Speaking of name and claim, I think we manifested the next vacay in the last live stream because it's happening. And y'all know I can't tell you where we're going, but it's gonna be super cute. I'm so excited. It's October is gonna be such an exciting month. Actually going for a special occasion, but we gotta vlog a little bit and have a little bit of fun. So it's gonna be lit. Going for a wedding. So I am so excited. Halloween is next month. Do y'all have any Halloween plans? We got Halloween plans. It's gonna be lit. I have my part of my costume already, and I have the other part in my cart. I gotta find some cute shoes. I gotta get some makeup. Like, it's just gonna be a whole vibe. What is everybody doing for Halloween? Spill the tea. Have I had any trips out of JFK? I sure have. When I first got hired, I had my very first trip out of JFK, and it was a nightmare. Like, just getting to JFK, me not knowing how to ride the trains and get around the trains. This homeless man jacked me for $20. I called crew scheduling to try to ask them how to get to JFK. It was crazy. But I kind of wish we still flew out of JFK now since I'm a commuter, because more airlines fly out of JFK and I could probably commute there and work trips better. But we'll see. Jessica, you're waiting on food. What kind of food are you waiting on? Did you Uber Eats it? Ajabreeze 5, AJAZ Breeze 5. What's up? Chilling and cooking. What are you cooking? Nikki, Disney Springs. Disney Springs. What is that? Your flight to Newark was delayed by 18 hours, and JetBlue gave you a $300 credit. That's crazy. 18 hours, $300 credit. Did they give you a hotel? I'm supposed to be going to a murder mystery dinner for Halloween. Ooh, that's cool. I've never done a murder mystery dinner. You better figure out who the murderer is. Is it going to be you? Is it going to be you? That sounds cute. Y'all, I'm so excited for fall. I am so excited for fall. Got to get me some new fits. Got to get me some cute new shoes, some boots, some cute things. I got the shopping carts are full, but I'm like, should I buy one shopping cart now and then wait until the next payday for the other one, or should I just go ahead and do it now, because I'm gonna do it anyways. You'll be in Napa Valley in 2 weeks, Nikki. That's exciting. I want to go to Napa Valley. I've never been there. What are you gonna do in Napa Valley? UA is back at JFK. Are they? I didn't know that. I know we're at LaGuardia, excuse me. I know we're at LaGuardia, but I didn't know we were back at JFK. Calling crew scheduling for directions to work. I did, D, my very first day. And they knew I was a little itty bitty baby, a little itty bitty 24-year-old Lex. I was like, they gave me the trip, and then I called them back and I was like, so, I don't know how to get to JFK. And the guy on the phone was so nice. Like, he literally tried to tell me how to get there, and it just went in one ear and out the other. But he tried. He really did try to help me. But in the end, a homeless man helped me, and then forced me to give him $20. He forced me to give him $20. I'm thinking about making an animation about that. I'm actually working on the next animation right now. So that'll be out in October as well. So that's going to be cute. It's not about that, but yeah. Yeah, I did. I called crew scheduling for directions. And they had so many new hires at the time that I think that's why he took pity on me. And they showed me quite a bit of mercy that first year. Even though they screwed me over a couple times, they showed me a little bit of mercy. So I won't forget that. Jessica, you waiting for hibachi? Okay. AWA Atlanta for me. Halloween weekend. AWA Atlanta. What is that? That's what's up though. Atlanta for Halloween. Okay, don't get too crazy. I love Halloween. It's like probably my favorite holiday. Definitely, you know. I live in Florida. Oh, so it's close to Disney. Okay. Nice. If I lived in Florida, no, I wouldn't. I don't know. I've been to Disney twice. I've been to Disneyland and Disney World. It's cool, but I don't know. I haven't been in so long. It's expensive. I don't know if I would have like a season's pass. I don't know if they do that there. Do I meditate? I do. I try to meditate at least 10 minutes a day. I know that's not much, but I try to meditate every morning before I wake. Well, not before I wake up, but before I get my day started. I try to meditate. Sometimes it's hard for me to turn my brain off. But I am making progress. The wheels are always turning. I'm always thinking about stuff. But yeah, I do like to meditate. Do you meditate? I'm here for the fall fashions. It's the layers for me, period. Yes, definitely here for the fall fashions. I am so excited. I'm not excited to be cold. I hate being cold, but oh, it's gonna be cute. It's gonna be cute. The dark nail polish. It's the dark nail polish for me. It's the dark nails for me. I'm so excited. I took those nails off. Don't look. I'm like, I still have a little bit of the glue on my finger, on my nails. But I took those nails off. They were so hard to type in and to work in. And I had recurrent training also like a week ago. And just doing all this and all the stuff we got to do with those nails. It was a little difficult. If you have long nails, do you actually ever get used to functioning with them? Or what? Like, how do you actually do stuff with those nails on? No hotel because you were at home. Okay, that makes sense. I love fall. Been looking for some new boots. Can't find any that I like. Oh, have you been looking online, Inez? I don't know whether it's better to look online or to actually go to the store. I'm gonna just try to go to the mall. Probably after my next day is off. Try to go to the mall, see if I can find some cute boots. If I can just get some cute boots, then I'll be one step closer to my outfit. But I want to get some boots that I'll wear even after Halloween. Yes, spaghetti with garlic toast. That sounds good. Y'all, you know what? Newman's Own spaghetti sauce, is that what you call it? Newman's Own spaghetti sauce is fire. Okay, I tried it. I was like, oh, this is gonna be trash. Newman's Own spaghetti sauce is fire. If you see it at the store, go to Harris Teeter, get you some Newman's Own spaghetti sauce in the jar like Prego. Okay, Prego is not the move. Ragu. Like, one day I'm gonna learn how to make spaghetti sauce from scratch. Like, one day I'm gonna grow my own tomatoes. Right? I'm gonna grow my own garlic. I'm gonna grow my own tomatoes. I'm gonna grow my own spices. I'm just putting that out there. I'm going to do all that. But until I get to that point, Newman's Own spaghetti sauce is the move. All right, I'm trying to put y'all on right now. Did you ever fly to PDX during the unrest? No, I haven't been to Portland in so long. I used to like going there, but it's like a little bit sketch now. It's pretty, it can be a little bit scary. I don't know. But I would still go. I mean, I would go just to go get me some donuts. And I ain't scared of nothing. You run up on me, don't run up on me, okay? I'm not the one. Why do you not want to do international flights? I don't like how long it is. I don't like the intricacy of the service that you have to do on international flights, and I don't, no shade, but I really don't care to work with as many flight attendants as you have to work with on an international flight. Like the more flight attendants you add into the mix, the riskier it gets because there's so many. Everybody has this strong personality. You have to be that way just to get the job. And I don't want to work with too many flight attendants. It's too many flight attendants. It's risky. But, sometimes it works out, but sometimes it doesn't. I would say it's like 50-50 where your crew is either going to be good or bad on an international flight. And on domestic, it's like usually you're good. But even if you're not, the flight is so short. I mean, max is going to be like maybe 6 hours that you can, kind of escape. But lately I've been working with people who like to talk a lot, which is, it's cool. Everybody, does their thing, but I don't like when people just keep talking and just keep talking. Like they won't ask you anything about yourself. They'll just talk about themselves and they'll just go on and on and on. And it just drains me emotionally. I show up to work and I'm in color, and then I sit on the jump seat with them for 3 hours and I'm just in black and white. I'm so drained. So, but my last crew was good. I mean, it was a great trip. We talked, we had comfortable silence, it was great. So that's why I don't like international flying. I fly with girls with them nails. I don't know how they do it. Okay, D. I don't know how they do it. I don't. My mom wears those nails all the time, and she does, she does people's hair. She's, always doing stuff in the garden, banging hammers on stuff and building structures with those long nails on. And I don't know. I guess you just get used to it eventually and it becomes an extension of your fingers. But I just like to, and I found editing to be hard because I'm trying to type on the keys, but I'm trying to type on it with my nails and it just wasn't working for me. But I don't know. I'm gonna get me some more nails though next month, and I don't know, I'm gonna go to a nail shop and I'm gonna get it done, and it's gonna be so freaking cute. I'm so excited. Hey Vernell, what's up? Anime Weekend in Atlanta. It's a convention similar to Dragon Con. Ooh, and MomoCon. I bet that's gonna be fun. Oh, AWA. Okay, so that's what you're talking about. That's gonna be so fun. Have fun. Are you gonna dress up? What are you gonna dress up as? Isis, yeah, meditation clears the fog. Love the hair queen. Oh, thank you. Yeah, meditation is definitely super duper beneficial. It's hard to you gotta pay attention though. You really gotta, when you're gonna do it, you just have to commit to doing it. You can't be saying, oh, I'm gonna meditate. And this is me talking about me. You can't be, I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna meditate, and then I'll just be thinking about other things. I'm like, Alexis, hey, let's pay attention. Okay, let's pay attention. Just be cool for 10 minutes. That's all you gotta do. It's all you gotta do. That's the jar with the old man on it. What, did I miss something? Yeah, the jar with the old man. Newman's Own, the jar with the old white man on it. Get y'all some Newman's Own dressing. Add you some of your own seasoning, some of your own garlic. It's lit. That Newman's Own spaghetti sauce reminds me, and y'all are gonna think this is weird, but it reminds me of the spaghetti we used to have in preschool. Okay, I used to go to preschool at this place called Play and Learn, and the spaghetti was fire. I will never forget that about preschool, how fire the spaghetti was. It was amazing. And I have never had better spaghetti in my life, except in Italy, than my preschool spaghetti. I'm telling you. So that's what the Newman's Own dressing is on. Get it. It's organic. Get the organic one. It's lit. All you have to do is read the instructions on the jar of spaghetti sauce. I'm gonna learn how to make spaghetti sauce. I am. I'm gonna get me one of those like blenders that's like a stick with like a thing on the end, and you just, you know. Alicia Williams is called dumping. Yeah, it's annoying. I don't. You're supposed to do the vibe check. You know, you're supposed to do the vibe check of the person you're with in every situation. Like if they're here, you're supposed to try to meet them where they are, kind of trying to keep it in a balance. But I've been working lately with people who are like way up here, and I just try to keep it nice and even, nice and like wavy, right? And their energy is just really like really chaotic, like a bunch of like scratchy lines. Like let's have that wavy energy, right? Nice, subtle, wavy energy. And I know, I know a little bit of it is social awkwardness because they don't really do the vibe check. Like if the other person isn't talking that much, you kind of, tone it down. Try to meet people where they're at. Try to find a happy medium. But yeah, this lady that I worked with like a month ago, she was showing me pictures of her cat. She was just talking, and I mean on the van at like 5:00 in the morning, and I was like so just mentally drained the whole trip that it almost broke me. But I appreciate my crew on this last trip. They were great. What's my favorite and least favorite aircraft door to arm and disarm? Favorite is the Airbus because you just slap that handle down. And then my least favorite door to arm and disarm is the 737 because you gotta touch the little dirty girt bars. I always use paper towel or gloves or something. They're so disgusting. And you take the girt bars, there's like this metal bar, and you put it in the brackets. And then to disarm it, you gotta have good knees too. You better have good knees. You gotta bend down. You gotta take it out the bracket, put it back up again. Should I be telling y'all that? Y'all don't know. Whatever. So yeah, 737, Airbus, thumbs up. We had comfortable silence. Damn, can people not read so? Love you too, Miss Bourne. Yeah, I love a comfortable silence. I appreciate it so much. You ever work with the same people? My base is so small. I know everyone I work with unless I'm the floater. Aw. Sometimes I work with the same people, not usually. There's only one guy from my training class that I've literally worked with like 6 times. I work with him all the time. But no, I don't work with the same people that much. There's some people I would love to work with again. But you always meet the best people on turns. Or like they'll be, like you said, the floater. They'll be the floater and you'll be like with the main crew and they always leave. And it's just like, damn, like, why can't we work a multi-day trip together? Why can't we get a long layover together? It's always like that. But it's all right. Sometimes, on that rare occasion, it just makes you appreciate even more when you actually get a multi-day trip with cool people. And on the very, very rare occasion, and I mean needle in the haystack, you'll get a long layover with cool people. But that hadn't happened to me in a long time. Yeah. It happened a lot. You know what? It happened quite a bit in 2019, 2018. I had some good layovers with some cool people. But since then, it's, no shade. I mean, I work with cool people, but I haven't had any long layovers. You really remember preschool at playtime? I do. Play and learn. Y'all, I ran that place. Okay, let's be clear. I ran that place, okay? I had spaghetti. It was like spaghetti and meatballs. It was so good. I can taste it now. The noodles were thick. I wonder, I know it wasn't no expensive handmade sauce either. I wonder to this day how they made that spaghetti. D, Airbus for life. That's right. Airbus is lit. Alexis, would you just say, hey, I'm going to sit here quietly now? Oh, thank you for speaking with me. That is so funny. Should I say that? Because I've been wondering. Because I don't mind speaking up, but I haven't come up with the perfect line for the people who talk too much. I haven't come up with that sentence, that phrasing Because, like, I don't want to seem rude, but I also don't really care. You know, I'm not like, oh, I'm not putting them before me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be rude, but I also don't. I wouldn't worry about it that much to where I just wouldn't say whatever I had to say. But I haven't found the right phrasing other than, can you please stop talking to me? And I feel like that's a little bit too much. So I don't want to do that because I know they mean well. But at the same time, it's like, if we're going to talk, why aren't you trying to find out about my life and me? Like, why are you just talking at me and just, vomiting up all this, all these words? And I just don't know how it's possible to constantly find that many things to say. But I don't know. I don't know if some people just spend time, like they just sit at home and they don't talk to people on their days off and they don't do anything, or if they just genuinely don't do the vibe check. You gotta do the vibe check. That's how you make friends. I don't know. Thank you. I'm gonna sit here quietly now. Thank you for speaking with me. That is so funny. That sounds shady, low key, Miss Boring. That sounds a little bit shady. Thank you for speaking with me. That is so funny. That is so funny. I'm gonna think about that. Does anyone else have any good lines for me? What I can say to people who talk too much? Because I'll try to turn my body, in a different direction. Do my own thing over here. I don't know. Jolie V is in the house. I work in customer service, so I understand folks tell their entire life story. They do, Star. They will tell their whole life story, and it's just like, okay, like, what am I supposed to say? I don't know you. I don't know you. You're like twice my age. I don't, not that matters, but it's like, I don't know. It's a little bit much. I just don't want to be drained. And I don't like how I let it drain me. Like, how do I cut that off to where, or like block it out to where it doesn't drain my energy? Because that's one of the big tasks I have left to do, is to figure out how to not let people that I'm forced to be around at work. It's just at work. Because if I don't like somebody, I don't deal with them. But if I'm at work, I don't have a choice. But like, I don't know how to cut that off to where it doesn't drain my energy, because it always drains my energy when they do that. Where's my favorite place to visit in the world? That's a good question. Where's my favorite place to visit in the world? That's a really good question. I'm a little stumped. Maybe it's because I haven't really got to travel that much in the last 2 years. I'm trying to think of where I would like to travel to again if I had the chance to go somewhere again right this second. I keep wanting to say Glasgow, because I just haven't been there, in so long, to Scotland. It's the sorry y'all, y'all, our fire alarm is so sensitive. If we don't turn the vent on, when we open the oven, the fire alarm goes off. I keep wanting to say Scotland. I really miss the tea. I really miss just walking around in the fresh air. It's just so beautiful. So I would love to go there again and do some hiking and just, drive around, eat some food, have some fish and chips, have some fried pizza. So good, y'all. I used to kill the fried pizza when I was in college, y'all. I used to eat bull, but it was so good. And I would do it again. I would get me some fried pizza. If I could get some fried pizza right now, I would do it. So good. So yeah, we'll say Glasgow. We'll say Scotland, because the whole country is just, it's so beautiful. But I don't know if it's my favorite place to visit in the whole world, but that's where I would like to go right now. I can't think of where my favorite place to visit in the world is right this second. Live that in the conversation. Have you ever heard that it's you talk too much? Should I say that to them? Have you ever heard you talk? Has anyone ever told you you talk too much? I don't know. I'm terrible at getting people to stop talking to me, so I just sit there daydreaming about what I'm gonna eat. D, me too. I try to daydream, but I also I have to do so many fake laughs, and every fake laugh takes like 50 points away. 50 points for every fake laugh. It just hits me in the chest, and it just makes me more and more nauseous every time I do it, especially on the plane. When you're fake laughing on a plane, you get so nauseous to the point where you might get physically ill, for real. Like I've almost gotten there so many times from fake laughing so many times. Like, you know? Like, what am I supposed to do? Are you scared to fly the 737 MAX? I'm not. I'm not scared of, I ain't scared of nothing because I'm prayed up. I'm prayed up, covered in the blood. God has got me, and I ain't scared of nothing, period. It's always the ones that have drama at home. Ma'am, can you stop talking about your husband cheating on you? Thank you, D. Oh my God, like leave. Just leave him. Or better yet, how they're cheating on their husband. That's the best. How they're cheating and how they, I don't need to hear about your boyfriend on the side and, all this stuff. And I don't mind. I really don't mind talking to people. It's just when you're talking about yourself 99% and asking me about myself 1%, that's when I start to get irritated. Take deep breaths and understand that their emotions are their own. Definitely. I try. I do try. I've never had fried pizza. I'm gonna have to give it a try. Do it. Get the fried pizza. It's so good. They'll put salt and vinegar on it. I don't need to do all that. It's already salty enough, but it is so good. What do you say if they think you've bonded and they invite you out to eat? I say, oh no, I'm like, no. No. Usually I'll be like, no, I'm just going to slam click. If I don't want to hang out with somebody, like that I won't do. I will not hang out with you outside of the time that we're forced to spend time together if I don't want to. Like, I don't care that much. I don't care about your feelings. I don't care about what you want to do. Like, I care about what I want to do. And that happened to me a couple of weeks ago. My crew was cool. They were nice. But, they were doing a little bit too much. And they were like, oh, do you want to go out to eat? I was like, no. Y'all have fun. No. Not gonna do that. But I appreciate it. It's nice. And you can tell when people are nice and they just are kind of clueless. So, we've all been clueless. I know I've been clueless. You must be selective where you direct your energy. Tell those draining people you must be excused. And may the universe bless them. That is so funny. You must be selective where you direct. That is so funny. Oh God, I love that. Excuse me. I just need to be excused. Yeah. Sometimes I'll get quiet and then they'll kind of pick up on it and then they'll just like scurry off to another part of the cabin. But sometimes they don't. I don't know. Once I start to get tired from once the energy gets drained past a certain point, I literally can't even fake laugh anymore. I just sit there and just try not to move and just try to just be as still as possible to conserve my energy, because at that point, if it gets past a certain level, then I will physically start to get nauseous, and I'm not even being dramatic. How often do the FA talk about their personal problems in the galley? 100% of the time. 100% of the time. Most of the time it's cool. We like to vibe. We like to talk. Oh, hey, how's it going? Blah, blah, this and that. But some people take it too far. Pretend you have to use a lab in the middle of their sentence. But then I have to go in the smelly lab. That's the only problem. Like if the lab didn't smell so bad, then I could escape. But I can only do so much. In whatever cabin I'm working in, I like to stay in that cabin. I'm not someone who likes to kind of wander around the plane. I like to stay in my cabin and just, chill. Thank you, Isis. I'm quick to ditch my crew on a layover. Okay, that part. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's been a while since. Remember, one, I've had a crew. Well, I've had crews that were cool, and I've like been like, oh, like I would hang out with them, but then the layover is short. So it's been a long time since I've hung out with crew on the layover. It's been a long time, but yeah, usually definitely ditch them. No shade, but it's just nice to be alone sometimes, especially when you've been working with people. You got to see them again early in the morning. Yeah, I feel that. That's what I did in Denver. I just went out on my own and I had a good old funky time. Went to the bike shop, talked to the man at the bike shop about mountain bikes. And there were two dogs in the bike shop and I got to pet the dogs. Y'all, I keep seeing dogs and I keep getting to pet dogs. So I'm thinking that we're manifesting a dog for me. I'm gonna get a dog. I'm just gonna keep throwing that out there. Why do I keep seeing dogs all of a sudden? Is it because I'm getting out more? Maybe. Okay, maybe. But I'm getting a dog, period. D, the vibes gotta be right. That's right. The vibes gotta be right. Yes, that's true. The energy suckers can't allow them access. I feel that. I know. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. And some people, I don't know. Yeah, I can't deal with the energy suckers. Have you ever had issues with elite passengers? No, I wouldn't say so. I would say if someone's going to be an issue, they don't care what status they are. They're just going to be an issue. I've had, a couple, things happen here and there, but I treat everybody the same. So everything, works itself out. Sorry, I can't speak right now. I've recently had my tonsils removed. I like that, but the only problem is I don't like to lie, because I don't feel like I need to lie for anybody. I don't like to add lies to my list of things. I feel that, but that's a good one. That's a good one, but I don't like to lie for any reason. So that goes against my moral code, but I'm gonna find a line, even if it's a little bit mean. Mean, because it's not mean if you're speaking your truth, right? But I'm gonna find some kind of sentence to say that says, hey, you're cool. Thank you for talking to me. I really appreciate, that you feel comfortable to talk to me, but I'm cool right now. I'm just gonna be, I'm just trying to be alone right now. That's what I'm gonna do. Go to the back galley away from that person. Away from that person. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I should run around the plane more. I know. I like to be direct these days. I like to be direct and say what it is. So I'd rather just say, "Hey, need a little space right now." But I can't think of how to say that right this second. So I usually just sit there and try to talk to them because maybe they have something interesting to say. Like, I don't, I think it's flattering when people feel comfortable enough to talk to you and they just want to talk to you. It's like, oh, hey, like, oh, whatever. But, you know, get a dog. I want one so bad. I'll just keep dog sitting. Oh, until my lifestyle is set up for a real pet. Yes, we love the dog sitting. I thought about dog sitting too. I like went on, that WAG app, and I was like, maybe I'll just walk dogs on my day off because I just really want to, pretend that I have a dog at least for a couple of days a week. But I bailed out of that at the last second. They wanted too much personal information. I was just like, skirt. But I'm gonna get a dog. I gotta have, like, this apartment is just like not big enough for the kind of dog I want. I want a medium-sized dog. I grew up with a small dog. I had a toy poodle, but I want a medium-sized dog, and I don't want it to be all cramped, and I'm away a lot, So, but I'm gonna get a dog. I feel you, D. Gotta wait till the lifestyle is set up for a real pet. I feel that. My mom is about to give away Sharky, one of our fish, and I even want to take him, like, but I would need a big tank for him, and I don't even have any, room to put a fish in a tank and keep it. I don't want him to to die up in here. But yeah, Isis, I want a larger dog. I want something medium, something with either short hair or curly hair. I really don't like pet hair all over the place. Hate that. So, um, yeah, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Everything is just gonna work together so that I can get a dog. What do you think of American Airlines Pram automated PA announcements? You know what? I think I heard those today. It's cool. It lacks the personality of a real person, but it's cool if that's what they want to do. No biggie. I just adopted a 1-year-old German Shepherd from the shelter. Oh, not too long ago. Go for it. Oh, German Shepherds are so nice. Their hair is a little bit long for me, but they are so nice. I love them, especially when they're puppies. They are just so adorable. So adorable. I dog sit on Rover. It's boring. I looked on Rover as well. Yeah, they just wanted a little bit too much personal information. I was like, what? I don't know about this. But I'm going to keep thinking about it. I might end up on one of those apps and like just dog sit or something, because I just really want to just, have a dog in my life. I wish my mom would just get a dog and quit playing. Like, if I had the money, I would just get her a dog and it could live with her and we could pretend it's her dog, but really it would be my dog until I can get a bigger place. Do I believe in true love or a soulmate? I do, absolutely. Fall in love, people. It is so good for you. It's so beautiful, so magical. Would highly recommend. Yeah, I do believe in that, but who knows what it really is. But yeah, you learn so much being in love. Do it. Hey Carl, what's up? Isis, do you believe in true love or a soulmate? Question back at you. What's the worst turbulence I've ever experienced? My first year of flying, I had turbulence two times that were pretty bad. One time I was in the aisle with the cart and I had to sit down in the aisle and hold on to the cart. That's happened to me probably about 3 times in the last 7 years. Had to sit down in the aisle during the middle of service and hold on to the cart, and had the passengers hold on to me and to the cart because the turbulence was so bad. And I also had another time landing from an international flight where it was really bad turbulence, and like, this was on a trip where I believe it was the trip where they sent me and a bunch of other junior people out with like the bare minimum crew on a 767. I forgot where we went. We might have went to Brussels, but yeah, half the plane puked. So a lot of barf bags on that flight. But yeah, it was, not much. I was on a boat that caught on fire. Oh my God, I'm glad you're okay. A boat caught on fire? That is not good. We don't do that. At least you were in the water? Does that matter? I don't know. Is it getting worse from global warming? I feel like it's always been bad. I can't say that it's any worse now than it was when I first started. But I will say the bigger the plane you're on, the less you feel it. So I hate, like, Denver is always wild with the turbulence. D, yeah, absolutely. D, I got so sick yesterday. I thought I was gonna, you know what I'm saying? Landing in Denver yesterday. Denver is crazy with the turbulence. That's the worst, especially when you're on a small plane. We were on an Airbus. I was in the back, and as we were landing, the cold sweat started happening. You know, when you're about to throw up and you get the cold sweats. That happened to me. I was like, please. I had flashbacks from my first year where I literally was in the bathroom puking in the nasty lab because because I was so sick. But yeah, Denver is wild. I almost got sick yesterday landing into Denver. You're in the presence of true love now. Well, that's good. I pray that everybody on this live stream finds true love. It is so beautiful. It is so magical to be in love, especially with someone who loves you back. Like, that shit hits hard, okay? And you learn a lot. Me too, and it was a submarine. A submarine? Oh, yeah. Well, I hope somebody got the, what's it called? That red thing? Why am I having a brain fart right now? The red thing, the fire extinguisher. Because we don't do fires. Have I ever hit a air pocket? I don't think so. I've never been there and everything's fine and then we just whoop. But I used to think about that all the time. I used to be so paranoid about that, like the first couple years of flying. I hope I'm not getting complacent and just too relaxed. But I used to worry about that a lot. Like, oh, something's suddenly going to happen. But I'm covered. God's got me. It's all good. Chicago is horrible too. Yeah, Chicago is crazy with the weather. With the delays. Yeah. Out here trying to manifest true love. Keep going. Let's all manifest it. It's great. It's great. It's great to have someone who sees you. Who sees you. Yeah, it's lit. Why is my voice getting all Need to drink some water. Y'all, I do have to go, but definitely check out Carl the Critic on Nobody Cares Productions. Okay, is that like, what platform is that on? Carl the Critic. What is... Are you joking? Are you being serious? Vernell, is it because they never have high altitude, you have more turbulence? Yeah, I think that's why. Denver with the mountains is just crazy. It's just crazy. What do I think of Scott Kirby? No comment. And take that for what you will. I have no comment, because guess what? I need my checks to clear. Not to be that person, but sometimes I think just pick someone good, then they become your true love, you know? You know, here's what I'll say about that. You really, you know, I don't believe in just picking someone who's just, you know, oh, they're cool, like I can tolerate them, like been there, done that. I you know, don't do that. You know, find someone you have that feeling in your heart, you have that feeling in your gut, and you know, someone who makes you better, someone who sees you, someone who treats you right, okay? But you got to treat them right too, right? And I think we meet people along the way in our journey that help us get ready. You know, if we're lucky, that help us get ready for that real person. So we make all these mistakes with all these like people before, with all these appetizers, right? And we learn about ourselves and we learn how to be a good partner and we learn how to treat people. But I wouldn't say pick someone good, then they become your true love. I don't know. That's giving me like, oh, let me just settle. I know that's probably not what you're saying, but I've tried that. I've tried like being with, you know, people who I'm like, oh, they're cool. Like I really like them, you know, over time it'll get better. And then it's trash. It blows up in your face. I don't know. Is that what you're saying? Okay, Carl, I just got your link. I'll check it out. But you'll know. Like you will know when you know. When you know, you know. You know? You know. You just know. So yeah. You'll know. You'll get it. Just keep going along that journey and just keep being very open and be open to looking in the mirror, you know, and looking at your own flaws, because you got to have your shit together. They got to have their shit together. Yeah. So if one believes in true love or soulmates, do you also believe people can miss out on that? Is it just a once in a lifetime chance type of thing? Do I believe people can miss out on that? We all have free will, and I think that if you really want true love, here's the thing, you have to love yourself first. You have to love yourself first, period. You can't I think we need to focus more on loving ourselves, and not just, oh, I love myself, I think I'm cool. Like, I used to think I loved myself, and I didn't. When I realized that I didn't love myself as much as I thought I did, I was giving way too much, energy and I will say, to other people, and pouring everything out of my cup into everybody else's cup until my cup was empty. Like, I wasn't taking good care of myself. I wasn't speaking my truth and saying what I had to say and being honest. I was like kind of just people pleasing, right? If you can be authentically you and say yes when you mean yes and say no when you mean no, and only give your energy and your time to people that you're really truly interested in, whether that be friends, family, lovers. Like, if you do all that and you love yourself and you take good care of yourself, you eat the right things, you get that blood pumping, you make sure you're looking right, you go to work, you make your money, you looking nice, feeling nice, you can, you're constantly giving yourself self-evaluations. Am I what am I trying to say? Am I being good to myself? Am I being good to those around me? Like, you've gotta love yourself. And if you can do that, you will find true love. You won't miss out. You can't miss out on it. But if you don't love yourself, and if you're just people pleasing, maybe if you believe that, if you believe that everything is pre-written and that everything that's going to happen is going to happen, maybe you just can't find true love right now. Maybe next time, maybe next lifetime you'll find it. But you gotta be able to love yourself first. If you can't do that, then you're not gonna find it. But can you miss out on it? I don't know if you can miss out on it, or if you gotta have courage, man. Have the courage to be authentically you, and I swear to you, I promise you, you will find it, and it will be the most magical experience of your entire life. It won't be perfect, but it'll be magical. I know I just said a lot of stuff. True love starts off as real friends, and it works his way into that naturally. Okay. For now, you definitely have to be friends. I think, I don't think you have to necessarily be friends with someone. I think that, or, friends at first. I don't think that friendship necessarily develops into passionate, romantic love. I feel like there's, an attraction there in the beginning, an attraction and interest. I don't necessarily believe that you're friends with somebody and then one day you're like, oh, let's be romantic lovers, But that's just me. I feel like there's a pull on your heart. There's a in your gut, There's an interest. But you definitely have to be friends. You got to be best friends. You got to be best friends, partners, companions. What if a passenger makes a complaint on an employee? Jet said, Joe, I don't know. The company deals with it. You might get called in. I don't know. D, listen, I need somebody to make me want to sing every octave of Beyonce. That part! Love on top. Every time I see them, that part. Love on top. I'm not going to sing it. But yes, I feel you. D, dangerous or dangerously in love. Okay, that part. We want to sing dangerously in love and love on top. D, I'm screaming inside. Self-love and self-awareness. Yes, so they're superpowers. They are. You gotta love yourself. And And self-love just makes you fearless. Like when you're not worried about people pleasing and low-key trying to manipulate, do things that aren't really super honest or super true to yourself. It's kind of like you're trying to like kind of manipulate the outcome of certain situations in a way. So just be authentically you, let the chips fall where they may, and just be brave. It does, it's all good, man. You will be fearless. You won't worry about what this person thinks, what this person is saying. You have the courage to pursue your dreams and just be your super self and just glow like a star. Dazzling DG, your skin looks great. Can't hang tonight, just dropping in. Oh, thank you. All right, well, thank you for coming through and showing some love. I appreciate it. Thank all of you for coming through. Did I get a new iPhone? Everybody keeps asking me that. Does that mean I need to get a new phone? I feel like I'm gonna get a new phone soon. I still have the iPhone 8 Plus. Yeah, with the 2 cameras. Sorry, with the 1 camera, right? With the 1 camera. I don't have 3 cameras like the rest of y'all, but I'm gonna get the latest, newest iPhone next year. The only thing, this phone I paid for in full, so I'm reluctant to let it go. I'm reluctant to get rid of this phone, but I'm gonna get the new one this year. But y'all, my laptop is about to die. I've got 13% left. So I really, really appreciate y'all coming through for the stream. Y'all, we're all going to be singing Love on Top at every octave by the next live stream, I hope. Thank you all so much for coming through and sharing your Sunday night with me, a little piece of it. I really, really appreciate your time. I love talking to y'all. I love the monthly live streams. We're going to do another live stream next month. You just paid your phone off, keeping it until the wheels fall off. I know that's right. D, listen, this phone, I've had this phone paid off for like 3 years. I've had this phone for like 4 years or however long it's been out, and it's paid for. My phone bill is $45 a month, period. Okay? And I'm supposed to give that up just so I can flex? Just so I can flex? Is that what you're telling me? I think not. What did I have for dinner? I had leftovers. I had leftover katsu curry from my trip to Denver, and I ate that and then I went to sleep. But anywho, thank you guys so much again. Stay tuned. I know I've been a little bit MIA. I took a break from Instagram because I caught myself mindlessly scrolling one too many times. I had to put myself in timeout. So I took most of September off of IG. I don't get notifications for Instagram. So if you message me, I don't know it until I go check my DMs, which I only check my DMs like once a day. But yeah, I'm, getting back on Instagram slowly but surely. So stay tuned for that exclusive. October is going to be so freaking lit. I'm so excited. Beyond excited. And thank you all so much for being here. Y'all have a good rest of your September. Let's end it with a bang. Let's all sing Love on Top. Jingalo, you might be singing, you never know. Good night, Jingalo. Good night, Frank, and thank you. Good night, Star. Good night, Jessica. Good night, Inez, Jet Set Joe. Good night, D. Thank you so much for coming through. Always a pleasure. Dazzling DG, good night. Good night, everybody. Good night, Vernell. Good night, Miss Boring. Thank you guys so much for the engaging conversation. I really appreciate it. Good night. Isis, Jolie V. Oh, Lord, my laptop's really about to die. Good night, good night, good night, everybody. Good night, Nikki, Alicia. Good night, AJZ, BREZ5. Good night. Good night. I think I got everybody. Shawnita. Good night. JC. Everybody. I think I got everybody. Thank y'all for coming through. Jakira Jones, thank you. And I will see you guys next month for another live stream. I will see you guys on Instagram. I will see y'all on YouTube with some more videos. So, yeah. See you later. Take care and have a good night. Bye, y'all.